Good morning, folks. Well, I finally managed to get back to the Gold Coast after probably a month of travelling, as probably a lot of you have seen if you're following my posts regularly. Europe and then Sydney, spending some amazing time with my brother. It's always great to catch up with him in Sydney. And the post travel bug has got me, and so I've got a little bit of a bug happening. So my immune system's down, my energy levels are down, and you sort of start stressing it a little bit too much when you don't need to be. So that's something I'm always cognizant of. But it's interesting and it leads me to what happens when we're not living and being our optimal selves. Little things start to creep up. And I noticed it in myself. Normally, people that go around go around the roundabout and don't indicate, you go, oh, well, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I'm driving for myself anyway. I'm not driving, watching everyone else and being too concerned with what everyone else is doing. I'm just doing my own thing, and you expect people to do that type of stuff. And it's interesting when you're not at 100% and you're not at your optimum self, that that little hint of creeping going, oh, come on, dude, you could have used your indicator, or you could have done this, or so those little annoyances are magnified. And I'm sure everyone can resonate with this. They're magnified, and you go, oh my God, you're pissing me off, or oh my God, I'm annoyed at this. And it's not the fact that you're annoyed at it that's the issue. It's the fact that you're not at your optimum self. So you're not looking after your health 100%, or you're not looking after your emotional self 100%. And it happens all the time. You can be working for 6 or 8 months or 12 months, and all of a sudden there'll be a customer or a situation or something that'll really piss you off and really annoy you. And you're like, well, hang on, normally I deal with this stuff all the time. And normally it's not a problem. And normally I accept it for what it is and I do what it is. But it's one time. And that's the time where you go, no, I'm overdone. I need to rest. I need to relax. I need to care for myself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So I thought, hey, if it's happened to me, it happens to everyone. So it's a normal part of life. And I guess it's a normal part of remembering to stop, remembering to breathe, remembering to honour de-stressing yourself. Yeah. And that's food as well. We put a lot of chemicals and toxins, and even without realizing it half the time. And unless you live on a mountain where you can just eat organic food and exercise and be a Buddhist monk, but in my opinion, that's not living. Living is getting out of your comfort zone, eating all that stuff, doing all that stuff, finding balance, creating balance. So yeah, I've a little bit longer podcast this morning. Sorry, but I'll try and keep them simple. But some food for thought. Happy for comments. Happy for feedback. Happy if you want to connect with me. I'm around. So smile, nod, embrace fear, and embrace life.